What's up everybody, Frank Valkyria, welcome to my channel for another video reaction. Yes, if you're new to my channel, but probably you're not, because this is Raul Seixas, I know who you are, you're here, we're gonna check the English version of this song, and yes, that's Salvatore Dali, and yes, that's Raul just floating on top of a Salvatore Dali painting, okay? That's totally fine with me. Absolutely fine. As long as the dog is not bothered, we all cool with it. All right? Okay. I didn't know there was an English version of this song. Now finally I understand. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. Gita. Bhagavad Gita. And the big bottle. Now I know from the Vedas, the scriptures, the Hindu scriptures. I honestly actually downloaded all the Vedas. Oh man, there are like a gazillion books, and even just the Bhagavad Gita, which is part of it's just part of the Vedas, and it's a bottle. It's a famous bottle, which the gods are aiding. It's in verses, so it's already huge. I don't remember how many books is just the Bhagavad Gita. It's freaking crazy. I downloaded it and I started to read it, the English version. But it's quite daunting because it's all verses. So it's, yeah, it's all verses in rhymes, you know? So it's not exactly like a easy read, especially with the type of English that it's like a little bit like older, you know, in rhymes. So every now and then I have to go check. It's like, what does he mean? So I stopped, but I was curious because, of course, it's one of the oldest stories of civilization, of humanity. It's actually quite fascinating because it predates everything that we know so far. You know, in our three monotheistic religion, Hindu, like Muslims and Christianity and Judaism, which basically gave birth to the other two. So this predates all of that. So it's always fascinating to go as far back as you can. But anyway, so Raul was fascinated by that as well. It makes sense. It looks like exactly a yogini. I have a fascination with Hinduism and ancient culture. I think more Hinduism and Buddhist are something that I lean towards a little bit more. But anyway, guys, apart from that, let's check the English version, enjoy it. I've done the Portuguese version a few days ago. You can go check it out. And also, I did another English reaction with my friend from Marias on their channel. So if you can go check also the reaction we did together on their channel, I'll link it somewhere here. So we will appreciate the support also on their page. Anyway, let's go together. Let's find.
Since the beginning of time, man has searched for the great answer. It was given. Today, I give it once more. Sometimes you ask me a question. You ask why I talk so little. I hardly ever speak of love. Don't side you and smiling so brittle. You think of me all the time. You eat me, spew me, and leave me. Come forth, see through your ears. And today I will challenge your side. I am the light of the starlight. I am the child of the moon. Yes, I am your hatred of love. I am too late and too soon. Yes, I am the fear of failure. I am the power of will. I am the bluff of the gambler. I move, I'm still.
It's really nice because now you understand more also. Of course, even though like whatever I say, there is always somebody else that has a different take on it, and rightly so, because this stuff lends itself also to interpretation. It's not like a clear cut that you know exactly. To my first observation, when I listened to the English version of it, you know, especially this part where you have I am this, I am that, it's a little bit like encompasses like it might refer also to the divinity in general of the universe that takes shapes in people of different, you know, whatever character, but also maybe is referring to the person that has found that divinity, that has enlightened, and at the same time is aware that he can be all of those things. He can be the good man and the bad man. He can be the gambler and can be the saint, and so on and so forth. So could be interpreted in that way.
I am your sacrifice, the placard that spells forbidden, blood in the eye of the vampire.
See, also like I am your sacrifice. That could still be referred to, you know, like in you know, of course, religious sense, maybe even to Christianity, you know, to the sacrifice.
I am the curse unbidden. Yes, I am the black and the Indian. I am the wasp and the Jew. I am the Bible and the I Ching, the red, the white, and the blue.
And the blue. Okay, that's fascinating because that also it's very specific, and whether it's been discussed about it, it could be a flag, so it could aim or hint to a nationality.
Why do you ask me a question? Asking is not going to show that I am all things in existence. I am, I was, I go.
All things in existence. Nice.
You have me with you forever, not knowing if it's bad or good, but know that I am in yourself. Why don't you just meet me in the woods? For I am the eaves of the roof. I am the fish and the fisher.
Like I am the fish and the fisher. Yes, I love this duality, you know, this kind of just feels like this kind of like awareness of the whole, you know. It's also a little bit Zen, where everything as a soul, where you're aware of the energy that flows within any given thing that it's created on earth and around. So again, there is that kind of awareness of divinity in the sense of just the understanding or feeling the entire, you know, presence of the universe and its energy and its expression through different things that we, of course, also as human can experience through our senses.
Is the first of my name. Yes, I am the hope of the wisher. Yes, I am the housewife and the whore, hunting the markets asleep. I am the devil at your door. I'm shallow, wide, and deep.
It's very nice. Actually, it's very nice to listen to Raul singing in English because it reminds me much more like this song could have been super freaking legit in the landscape of North American music in the time, you know? I don't know if they did this to try to break into the market. Of course, it was difficult. There's a lot of stuff going on. And I think then the world was still a little bit more closed than it is today. So this may have a better chance nowadays of being spread around, and which is great because truly nowadays, you know, even thanks to my little channel, maybe there is like 2 Indonesian audience, you know, from somebody from Bali which they're like followers of my reaction of Ali Patah, which they might listen to this song of Raul Seixas. If they do, leave a comment, it would be nice. Or if you come from Kazakhstan, you're a fan of Dimash, or from the Philippines, or from Mexico, you know, you're a fan of Vicente Fernandez, you know, all that kind of stuff. Even through this little channel, we can like share the good. I really like when he sings in English. Reminds me a little bit of John Lennon. There is a good quality to this, really. This is not just some shallow, superficial music, even though the composition is pretty straightforward, kind of, you know, pop rockish of the time, so to speak. Very nice bass. I love the analogical sound of it. Would be nice to hear also a remastered version of this song in higher quality, you know, in high fidelity. So in that way, very nice. Obviously, I enjoyed this more in English, not so much because I think it's better than the Portuguese, just because I have an immediate connection with it because I understand every word. So I can savor that and the music. So it does make a difference, of course. Very nice. Very, very nice. And I know that you guys mentioned that he was writing songs with Paulo Coelho. Obviously, you know, I didn't read a ton of book of Paulo Coelho, but definitely it's one of my favorite books. You know, The Alchemist is one of my favorite books. I tried to read the Pilgrimage. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit too religious in, you know, like heaven and hell type of thing or whatever. I couldn't go through, couldn't finish it. But maybe I will. You never know. So, great writer. You can see that touch. You can really see that search that it goes a little bit deeper. This is when I say, like, there is a difference between superficial music, which is also totally fine. You know, it's totally fine. We don't have to be intellectualizing everything all the time, because intellectualizing stuff, it's not the point of understanding. It's not an objective to be intellectual. You know. Objective is to, if you like, is to understand. Nobody cares about what kind of nice words you can use if they're meaningless in that way, you know. So anyway, this is really nice stuff. Let's finish this up. I've reviewed this.
Yes, I am the law of the lemur. I am the fang of the shark. I am the eyes of the blind man. I am the light in the dark. Oh, yes, I am bitter in your tongue. Mother, father, and the riddle. I am
The riddle. Wow, there is also a little bit mysterious, more mysterious things.
the sun yet to come. Yes, I'm beginning, the end, and the middle. Yes, I'm beginning, the end, and the middle. Oh, yes, I'm the beginning, I'm the end, I'm the middle. Oh,
Nice, very nice. This part, of course, I can rightly probably refer to time, but also still, like, can still refer to the divinity, you know, like to the whole. You are all together. You're the beginning, the middle, and the end. Wow. Wow, that finished a little bit too abruptly. That was super awesome. Guys, if you want to see more Raul, I'm really like curious to check more songs. Also, if there are more in English, I'm super, super curious. Again, go check the other videos I did yesterday. If you want to go check also the reaction we did of Raul to on the Raya's channel of my friend, I link it at the end through the video. And guys, I'll see you later. You take good care.